nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, chosen ones, you already know, I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force a certain scenario for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else, so be patient with your process. Also, chosen ones, you already know my voice is too raspy to be whispering. So this is about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? So before we get started, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, like, share, subscribe, your gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. Because I don't always get to pause in the middle of my message to relay that to you. But when I post this on YouTube, I got you, I promise you, all right? So chosen ones, we have a few messages for today, right? But the first one that we're going to have to start with is, I want you to pay attention to your feelings right now, because you're feeling the projections of everybody else. I want you to realize that this is the time that certain karma is coming back around. See, the karma that comes for you is prosperity. It's that position. It's that opportunity. It's that love. It's that recognition, so on and so forth, right? These are the things that are owed to you, because throughout your life, you didn't give this to other individuals that came in contact with you, right? So this is something that's owed to you, chosen ones. So when people say, oh, well, you feel like you're going to get something for nothing, that's not the case pertaining to you, because again, you didn't extended yourself to certain individuals at times that they didn't reciprocate it back to you. There's times that you was financially, mentally, spiritually, so on and so forth, providing for these individuals, and they didn't even return what you was giving to them. So again, realize that there's certain turn of events that's currently happening, but there's certain people, chosen ones, that you're disconnecting from, that are now starting to be in the darkness, and now they're trying to reach out to you. Now they're trying to, again, manifest you back in. See, usually all they had to do was think about you, and you would reach out and contact them. See, usually at that point in time, they could message you a little thing, and all of a sudden you're back in contact. They didn't lure you back in. See, now, chosen ones, you done found yourself, and what you find in yourself, you started to realize who wasn't really for you that was around. You understand me? The closer that you got to you, the closer that you got to God, as God guided you, the further away you started to get away from these individuals. See, chosen ones, when I tell you they in your energy, right? Nah, they attempting to be in your energy. See, before they may have impacted you, now you may have feel a little slight bit of irritability, right? You might be irritable, you might be annoyed, so on and so forth, but it's temporary, chosen ones. That's how you know what projections is. So this is something that we discussed in my course as well, right? We had a beautiful question pertaining to how do you know what is your feelings and what are projections, right? Now, chosen ones, projections come and go like that. Projections are sporadic energy, right? So that's somebody getting an attitude like that, hot and cold like that. All of a sudden they sad, now they back happy again. Those are projections. That's other people in your energy, or other people attempting to be in your energy. See, I want you to realize, chosen ones, that at this point in time, God is showing you in real time that your enemies are having an ending. See, when I tell you, at this point in time, your enemies are intimidated. See, when I say enemies, chosen ones, these are the individuals that chose to be enemies of you. These are individuals that try to befriend you in order to betray you. These are individuals that kept you close only because of the benefits that came with you. See, chosen ones, when I tell you that at this point in time, there's certain individuals that are having certain endings come to them. As you have your uprise, they have their decline, and they starting to realize that the things that were happening positive in their life came from you. You were speaking life into them, and that's what they started to see come true. See, chosen ones, some of these individuals, you have to realize that God only had you cross paths with them, again, because you were the individual that was going to cause judgment. So when I tell you right now that your enemies are intimidated, see, right now, chosen ones, I'm telling you, they're intimidated. See, the person that you was when you were presented to them, so the person that they encountered no longer is existing, right? So the person that they encountered previously, chosen ones, you wasn't even in your power. You ain't even know you. See, you had an idea, but you was easily swayed by other individuals. You were still restricted based upon your surroundings, so on and so forth. So I want to let you know, chosen ones, there's certain individuals that, again, you may have felt like they was victorious over you in a sense, but whole time God had that was a setup, right? Now let me explain. See, chosen ones, let me say like this. there's certain people that was competing with you and you ain't even know about it. See, you was so focused on your future. You was so focused on where you wanted to be. You wasn't paying attention to your vicinity. You wasn't paying attention to certain people that was watching you, right? You felt it energetically, but nothing was stopping you. See, you kept on going. See, chosen ones, when I tell you there's certain people that, again, were in close distance to you, that were preying on certain endings. There's certain parents that was projecting, speaking certain curses on you, sitting there speaking limitations on you, so on and so forth. There's certain friends that competed with you because everything that God presented towards you, he got you through it. See, there's certain chosen ones, individuals that, again, wanted you to have endings, and they was mad because God kept showing them that you was favored. See, that's why I always say, chosen ones, although you went through certain things, there's other people that went through what you went through too, and they didn't survive. They didn't come out like you. See, chosen ones, there's certain people, even your siblings, you can see the change in the dynamic. It's a difference, right? It's based upon the power that you chose to step in. Now, again, we're going to have to get back to these enemies, right? There's certain enemies that you encountered previously, chosen ones, and again, you was operating out of a 5%, 10% yourself. You wasn't being authentically you. You was living for everybody else. You wasn't, you was operating out of an unhealed state too, because you was attracting certain people that you was trauma bonding with. So therefore, they was a reflection of you. So chosen ones, when I tell you that at one point in time, you encountered these individuals and they thought that they had control. So that's the ex-spouse. These are people that you may have battled in a sense, physically, spiritual, whatever the case may be. Hear me out, right? There's certain people, chosen ones, that was doing magic on you, and magic's just not that hocus pocus shit. It's spells. Lies are spells too, right? Because that's what are magic. Words with intentions behind them, correct? So, chosen ones, there's certain individuals that were speaking certain endings on you. They were speaking certain black magic on you. They were speaking certain spells on you, and they had you speaking them on you too, because you started to believe what they were projecting towards you, and you claimed it as yours when it was theirs, right? So, again, right now, God is calling you to be cautious of the individuals that you're surrounding yourself around. At this point in time, chosen ones, there's certain individuals that never energetically had it. They only had it because you were there to give it. So this is almost equivalent to you going out with your friends and they always mysteriously forget their wallet and you end up having to pay for them. Or this is that friend that never has finances and you got to finance everything while they out there doing them and spending their finances on other things. Like, this is that family member that they spend their bread on doing whatever they want instead, but then when they need bills, they come and want to have their hand out from you. See, chosen ones, when I tell you there's certain individuals that's connected to you that cannot live up to the lifestyle that they're living, because the things that they're expecting is the things that they're not giving. God's like, you don't even deserve that. You ain't put no work in. So there's certain people, chosen ones, that are using you as a co-signer. So watch who you're connected to. So this could be as far as a group of people, friends, family, so on and so forth. This could be the business that you work with as well. See, when God says that people are going to pay, you're going to pay and they're going to feel that rest. So chosen ones, make sure that you're not being used as a shield. There's certain things that you was getting hit with that didn't deserve or belong to you. So think about the company that you keep, right? Chosen ones. You can sit there and say that you're not connecting with demonic individuals, but if the people that you connected to are connected to demonic individuals, you're connected to them too, right? So it's almost like you having roommates, and you could say that, nah, you ain't having nobody party in your crib. You want people to take care of stuff. You responsible in a sense. And if your roommate decides to bring somebody in, now they have equal rights to the situation in a sense. So as soon as you extend your energy to people, now they have a right. Now they have a claim. So that's almost like you co-sign in a sense. The same way you wouldn't co-sign with somebody's whip that doesn't have a license or always getting into accidents. The same way you wouldn't co-sign with somebody's place that's always getting kicked out, always breaking certain things, always arguing, always destroying, whatever the case may be, not paying, so on and so forth. The same way that you wouldn't do it for that, you need to make sure that your attention, you realize, is an extension of your energy as well. So do not be paying attention to negative, because the negative is going to take you down. See, think about a magnet. Both sides have to be facing each other in order for them to connect, correct? So if this negativity is looking at you, if this karmic is looking at you, if this situation, whatever the case may be, is looking at you, and you're looking the other way, it's not going to connect to you, chosen one. So stop entertaining negative. Stop sitting there being stuck in situations that are not beneficial for you, that you know is not good for you. Again, that's almost like bringing new things. And I had to give this example before. you have to realize that if you're stepping into a new season of your life, you healed yourself. You sat there and did all the work that God told you to do. You sat there and separated from karmic individuals. If this is your reaping season in a good way, chosen ones, so that's just you moving into your new place. You're not going to bring those old things that's contaminated. That's that pest in a sense. So just like again, you may not, chosen ones, be dirty or none of that. But if the people that you connected to are bringing certain pests in, guess what you're going to see? Pest, right? So that's almost like somebody bringing a bag that has roaches or whatever the case may be in your new crib, right? You're going to sit there, your house is going to end up being infested. You're going to bring that energy over, right? So as long as you and everybody around you is on the same accord, so that means when you praying on behalf of you, pray on behalf of your divine individual too. Pray on behalf of your children too. You got to make sure everybody's protected like you, because if they're, again, accessible to the demonic energy, you're going to see the energy too. You're going to see the demonic energies try to have an impact on you. So if they're welcoming in, then guess what? The demons can stay in a sense because the person that you connected to told them that they could stay in. So think about that. A roommate situation. You talking about, nah, this person got to leave. And they like, nah, so-and-so said I could stay. They on the lease too. So who are you extending yourself with? Who are you renewing your lease with? This is the point in time where, chosen ones, God is telling you to see things clearly. See who you're connected to. You understand me? And I say that, chosen ones, because some of you are almost at a state where you're contemplating renewing a lease to an old place. See, some of this is physical places, but some of these are actual people, certain situations. You understand? And I say this, chosen ones, because think about your process or your experience with them. Don't think about the temporary moment of clarity or the temporary moment of happiness that you have. Don't think about their potential. Think about what you've been experiencing. So the whole time that you've been connected to this person, what benefits have you felt with them? Your peace been destroyed. You're sitting there depressed. Certain karmic consequences is happening because you're connected to them. Your finances is dwindling because God said that they're going to be limited. And because you're over there with them, you're not getting anything because you're not going to be able to give it to them. So chosen ones, when I tell you at this point in time, look at the company that you keeping and who you're extending yourself to. Even you keep replaying what your mother did, your uncle did, your brother did. You keep replaying what they did to you. You keep putting yourself in a cycle with these individuals. You remove yourself from it. So that means you're going to create new memories. You understand? So again, chosen ones, your future is not present. Well, your future is not there where your past is present. You understand? So your future does not exist, or your future will not come into fruition if your past is present. The same way if you got a phone that's broke, so on and so forth, you got to turn that old phone in before you get that new one, correct? So you need to see who you're extending yourself to. It does not matter that you're doing what God told you to do. If you hanging out with so ass individuals, you're going to get those consequences too. So that's like you riding in the car, chosen ones, that those drugs may not belong to you, but you in the whip with them. And if they don't claim that, then guess what? You're going to go down with them until it's proven that you had nothing to do with it, correct? See, why go through all of that, chosen ones? Why not just have the correct individuals around you? Why do you have to have people around you that you have to watch? Now, I gave this example before. I don't care how many times they say OJ's ass was innocent. Talking about if the glove don't fit, oh, you must have quit. Absolutely not. I wouldn't be in the kitchen cutting up tomatoes and shit with his ass. I damn sure wouldn't trust his ass standing behind my back. You understand me? And damn sure not in the winter months where he got some damn gloves on. So the same way for Jason. I don't care how much Jason talking about he's revived and he don't stab people in the back all the time. I'm still not going to trust them being behind me. You understand? So as far as the people that you're around, if they didn't already show the truth to them, why do you have to see more? If they already showed you that they cheat on you, and then guess what, chosen one? So that's equivalent to Jason. Jason stabbing you or attempting to do so, right? You would have to be you would be paranoid. You'll never be at peace because you'll be looking over your back for them, right? So that's the same pertaining to the people that you're extending yourself to. Be cautious of that, chosen ones, because there's certain people you wondering why finances ain't coming through is because God said that person can't get it. They was out there doing certain PPP loans knowing damn well they ain't had no business. This person was out there swindling, taking other people's identity. There's certain people that was running out on certain plugs, so on and so forth, creating different enemies. So no, chosen ones, these are not your people. You understand? And guess what? Everywhere that they lacking, they're going to expect you to fill in. So every financial issue that they encounter, they're going to want to take from you. You'll be splitting down your blessings with this person as they leave scrapes for you. Absolutely not. So God's like, nope, you're not going to spend your bread on them, not no more. So there are certain people, as soon as you disconnect, your finances come up. There are certain chosen ones that, again, you're speaking certain things into fruition. Now, I have to say this. I am getting called to say another message, but I do not want it to rub all together. So after I complete this one, I promise you I'm going to disconnect and come right back, because there's certain things that you have to realize pertaining to your enemies, right? Now, chosen ones, when I tell you that, matter of fact, we going to end this, all right? Because God said I got to focus on this message. So I'm obedient. So let me say this, chosen ones. I'm going to end this. I'm going to post this on YouTube, but I'm going to come back in like 2 minutes. All right. So let me go ahead and end this. I'm going to come back because God's having me relay a certain message that is real strong. So I'm obedient to him. All right. So love you, babies. I'll be right back. All right. See you soon. Thank you.